Hey there, this is Teresa Romaine here with another video of Anchored in Abundance. Now, the reason I'm offering these videos daily and for the foreseeable future is because right now, in this global experience that we are all sharing called the coronavirus and pandemic and economic fallout that is already occurring, there is a lot of fear of scarcity in people's hearts, in their minds, in the world. A fear that we will not have enough to pay our rent or pay our fares. There's a lot of fear, and fear is always rooted in scarcity and that fear of not having whatever you need. And so this series is about helping you to stay anchored in the truth that abundance is the blueprint of all creation. Good morning, Sharon. Abundance is the blueprint of all creation. And even in the midst of what's happening in our world right now, we are part of something bigger than what we can see, and bigger than us, and bigger than our own efforts. And fortunately, that something is also loving and powerful and creative and resourceful and generous and intelligent, much more so than we are. Now, I call that something God, but you may use universe, source, life force energy, the creator of all. What's happening in our world right now is all of the external institutions, activities, stuff that has filled our lives that we've called living and life is being stripped away from us. And it's completely discombobulating for most of the population. It's exposing that what we thought was life and living isn't necessarily life and living. When the externals are collapsing, the desire or the impulse is try and grab and hold on to what you can to keep what's familiar in your life. But this is an opportunity for us individually and collectively to respond differently. Not from scarcity, not from fear, not from I got to get what I need, but from something much bigger, much more powerful, anchored in abundance. Today, I want to talk to you about how to navigate this time right now, because in this kind of first week since the world has gone on lockdown, self-quarantine, stay at home, all of that, most people have been just trying to catch up and get their footing. If you can relate to that, I understand. This is a time where we're just trying to get our heads wrapped around this new reality we're living in, and to find just some way to navigate it ourselves. I'm doing that. I'm sure you're doing that. And that's exactly what we need to be doing now. But once we find that, then we're going to have to navigate unfamiliar territory for who knows how long. And that's the opportunity. This is an opportunity for us, my friends, to make a U-turn. And instead of having our lives be so much driven by the externals, what we do in our work and our schedules and our busy activities and what our kids are doing and all of that external stuff that we've all been engaged in that's been stripped away, this is an opportunity to make a U-turn and go right back inside and learn to listen and learn to listen. Now you may be going, listen to what? Well, Listen to the internal guidance system that we all have. In my Judeo-Christian tradition, we call that the indwelling spirit or the Holy Spirit. Some people may call it intuition. Some people may call it your higher self. It's that place where God, the creator of all, that is giving you life breath by breath, dwells in you and is guiding you. This is a time to learn to listen to that inner voice. If you've already been doing that, it's time to listen at a whole deeper level. Now, how do you do that? And more importantly, what are you listening to? What I know about many of the people I work with, because they grew up in a religion of a Christian tradition religion, which they may or may not be practicing anymore, is that at a subconscious level, their understanding of God, the relationship that we've been taught to have with God, is to praise or worship God, to thank God. Some of us, it's been to fear God and thus to try and please and appease God. It's been to offer 911 foxhole prayers to God when we're desperate. These are some of the things we've been taught, not even consciously, but are there in our understanding, our cultural understanding of a God who is not here, but is separate out in heaven, that we get to join one day when we die. No. God is here, right here in you, in me, speaking to our hearts. And this God is a God of love. And yes, we want to thank that God and we want to praise that God, and we do not need to fear that God, this source of life that created all. But what I realized this morning is a lot of us growing up, we could be religious, I include myself, we could be spiritual, we could pray, but to actually learn to listen to, trust, and follow that God, oh, that's a weak muscle for many, many people. Worship, praise, thank you, petition, but listen, trust, follow. That's the opportunity we face, my friends, to discover this God of life and love in the midst of this all and in the midst of ourselves. As I've been listening in, the message that's been coming strong to me these past couple of days is this: I will lead you. Oh, I don't have to figure it out. Yay. Stay. I will lead you. Stay close to me. Imagine the creator of this universe speaking to your heart right now. I will lead you. I will lead you through all of these events, through this crisis and this storm. Stay close to me. It's not up to us. We don't have to figure it all out. Listen, trust. This is the invitation. Now, how do you do that? You can't do it in your head, my friends. God knows I've tried that one. We have to get still within. We have to connect to the rhythm of life flowing through us. It's not out there in all of our activities. It's right here flowing through us. That's life. That's life force energy. Yes, there are external things we need to address and deal with. Maybe, how you're going to navigate it financially, how you're going to make sure you keep yourself and your loved ones healthy and safe. Yes. And it's not up to us to figure that out on our own. Listen, 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 because the abundance that we're part of, that something bigger, also guarantees that we will have access to all that we need in any given moment to fulfill our life purpose, the purpose for which we were created. So, How do you listen? This is how I do it. It begins by just stopping and opening to receive that life force energy that flows through you with every breath. And I'm going to invite you to do this right now with me. We're going to take a couple of minutes, and all I want you to do is breathe in through your nose. Feel that life force that you didn't have to make, you didn't have to earn, you didn't have to deserve, you didn't have to create. That life force, that oxygen flow through you. And then exhale. Just exhale and let go of anything in your body, tension, tightness, fear, worry that is blocking life from flowing through you freely. We're going to do that for just a couple of minutes. Breathe in and exhale out. And really, as you're doing so, connect with your body. Feel your body in the chair or standing. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel yourself being physically held and supported in this moment. And continue to breathe. Make that U-turn in and turn into your heart. Bring that breath down to your heart space. We need to anchor here to be able to hear this voice. That's the key to navigating the new reality that will be forthcoming in ways that can expand and create something better that can support abundance for all. So breathe in. And if you feel emotions bubbling up in your heart, that's okay. Let them be there. Just breathe, just surround them with your breath. And feel yourself a little more relaxed, a little more connected. If there are parts of you that are holding tension still, just imagine the one who created you, the one who created the stars and the moon, this God I'm telling you of that is about love and life. Imagine that higher power saying, I've got you, I'm with you, I'm here, I love you, I love you. And see if with every breath you breathe that in. I'm guiding you. I'm leading you. Stay close to me. Breathe that in. Breathe that in. And then just begin to listen. Just listen, not to your head. Just open and listen and just check in and see if the God, the source of love and life, has a message for you right now. Maybe it's some message that's important for you to remember and anchor in right now. Maybe it's an image that will mean something to you. Maybe it's even an impulse or an idea of an action for you to take, or a person for you to call, or someone for you to reach out to, or the next step in your day. Just keep breathing. It's okay if you don't hear anything or you don't feel anything. Just practice, and whatever you get, trust it. Just trust it. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Finding the rhythm of life that's flowing through you that is not dependent upon the external reality and structure. Making that U-turn and learning to listen, to trust and follow a God, a creator, a source of life that is always about love and wanting you to be loved, and to love. It's why you were created. It's why I was created. I will lead you. Stay close to me. Yes, thank God, pray to God, ask God for the things you need, worship God, and bottom line, make the U-turn inward. Take some time to get still and quiet every day, multiple times throughout the day, and listen. Listen, trust, and follow. For the one who created this universe and the world we live in and created you and I and has existed since the Big Bang and will continue to exist long beyond us being here on Earth, is guiding you and me and all of us through this for abundance and love if we'll only listen, trust, and follow one moment at a time. So, for those of you who are on live or those of you who are catching via recording, I encourage you, if you got something in your listening that supported or inspired you, would you be willing to share it in the comments here? Because guess what? It may support and inspire someone else. And remember, I'm doing these on Saturdays too. So that means I'll be back tomorrow with a little bit different of an Anchored in Abundance for you, but equally designed to support you to navigate these times of turbulence and change. Anchored in Abundance. Thank you for being here. Be well, be healthy, be safe, be smart. Blessings on you all. Bye.